Match number 20 in the IPL featuring Hyderabad and Delhi. Both teams are coming off a win. Of course, Delhi have been in a good form. They beat the heavyweights in Mumbai in their last encounter. SRH didn't have a great start but have now finally registered a win. So plenty of players for you to choose from. You're watching Coin DCX Go presents ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Pick. Now, to help us make these fantasy teams, we are joined by Arjun Namboothiri and Dale Steyn. But first, as always, these are the 11s that we recommend. Now, this is ESPNCRICINFO Safe Bet 11. You've got Johnny Bairstow, I beg your pardon, as your captain. He's got scores of 48, 41 and 53 in his last 3 innings against Delhi. So that's the reason. He's also a man in form. SHIKHAR, another man in form, and scored a 50 ball 78 in his last outing against Hyderabad also. So you've got to take that into consideration. David Warner, man in form. Steve Smith, this is going to be interesting. We've gone with him. Kane Williamson, of course, we saw him come back to the team last time around and made a huge difference. He's also scored 405 runs in 10 games at an average of 57 against Delhi. So this is like a matchup that we've got for you. Marcus Stoinis, he scored 38 runs and picked up 3 wickets in his last outing against Hyderabad. So had an all-round performance there. Lalit Yadav had a good outing. He's in fact had a good outing in the IPL so far. Rashid Khan, first name I think you'll put on any list that you make. Avesh Khan, also we've gone with him. He's been having a good IPL. AMIT MISHRA had a great game last time around. He has to constantly fight for a place in the playing 11 with the Delhi team, but he does make our fantasy team. And KHALEEL, again, a bowler that didn't start the IPL but has come good the last few games that he's played for his team. He also picked up 6 wickets in 3 games whenever he's played against Delhi. Okay, Dale, there's one big name missing. Would you make a safe 11 without Rishabh Pant? I'm just seeing a matchup there. Instead of Steve Smith, would you be tempted to bring in Rishabh Pant, or because you're playing in Chennai, a slower pitch, you'd rather go with a Smith over Pant?
Oh, that's a big one. I wouldn't want to leave Rishabh Pant out for any game. He's been in great form coming into the IPL. They're starting to win now. His captaincy is starting to show some good signs. So, yeah, he's a tough one to leave out. And Steve Smith, just coming into his first couple games, he showed glimpses of what he's capable of. Still scoring a bit slow, but that's fine. He's finding his feet. But to leave Rishabh Pant out, that's a big one. I would have probably gone with Pant.
Okay, the smart man with us, Arjun, he's got Rishabh Pant in his high-risk swaps. It's not a high risk at all, as you see it. But the other interesting bit that I see, Arjun, you've got Khagiso Rabada as your vice captain. I know there's no doubting his pedigree, but hasn't had a great season so far. What tells you that he's going to be coming good?
I think it's Chennai, It's the slow nature of the pitch. Also, making a bowler captain depends on the toss very much. So if I would even make him, I would decide between captain and vice captain after looking at the toss. If Delhi are bowling first, I would definitely make him captain. And also, he's a high-risk captain option. And bowlers, like 2 wickets from a bowler is equivalent to a 50 for a batsman. So the first 2 people who will be taken into the team in this game are Bairstow and DHAWAN. So I have removed them from my team. And I've bought in Pant and Kedar Jadhav because Bairstow and DHAWAN are the most informed players. If you have them like everybody has, there is not a potential for points is very less. You're just in the middle. And Kane Williamson is my captain. Again, it depends on the toss. If SRH are chasing, definitely a good option to have Kane Williamson as. And he's batting at number 3. Good player of spin. The pitch suits him better. It's a slow pitch. And all of this. This is why, I've picked him.
Okay, a really interesting pick there by Arjun. He's got Kedar Jadhav in. And I say interesting because, one, he may get a chance to bat. Didn't happen last time around. Also may bowl in the power play. We've seen a lot of teams, especially when you've got SHIKHAR and Pant in your top order. You bring in someone like Kedar Jadhav. Didn't bowl in the last game. So could give you points on both fronts there.
Yeah, he's a kind of all-round player. You in fantasy cricket and fantasy points, he will score you points both with bat and ball. So good option to sneak him into the team ahead of some of the other guys that everybody else would also be picking anyway. So yeah, you would score points with both bat and ball with him.
Arjun, you didn't consider someone like an Akshar Patel, what I'm hearing from the Delhi camp, that he may be available, or do you reckon he may not find a space there because you've already got an Ashwin, you've got an Amit Mishra doing well. Lalit Yadav could be the guy who goes out, but he's been doing well too.
Yes, exactly why. I would wait until the teams are out and then pick up Akshar Patel, because as you said, Lalit Yadav bowling and batting. Amit Mishra will play, so Akshar might not. So yeah, looking at that, I would wait until this game to pick Akshar for future games.
Also, he's coming off a bit of an illness, so may take time, even if he plays this game, to really get into the groove. But Arjun Namboothiri, Dale Steyn, thanks so much for joining us. You are watching Coin DCX Go presents ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Pick.